Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. USDA lowered the national average corn yield to 171.8 bushels per acre, down from last month's estimate of 172.5. USDA left harvested acres unchanged. With the lower yield, corn production is now estimated at 13.89 billion bushels, down 49 million bushels from last month. For a usage standpoint, USDA cut corn exports 125,000 bushels, cut corn usage for ethanol by 50 million bushels, and raised corn feeding by 50 million bushels. The net result of all this is the ending year carryout was down by 47 million bushels to 1.172 billion bushels, a number that has little room for error and likely justifies a near $7 corn value. After being as much as 13 cents by bushel lower for a time, corn closed unchanged for the day. USDA surprised the soybean market by lowering the average soybean yield to 49.8 bushel per acre, down from last month's 50.5, although in the end USDA left the soybean ending year carryout unchanged at 200 million bushels. A negative yesterday for wheat, and to a lesser extent corn, was Putin's indication that Russia has no interest in ending the Ukrainian export corridor. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM expects to be open next week, all a function of timely vessel arrivals. Cargill is open through Friday 7 to 3. The Andersons open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday 7 to 2. John can help you market your grains. Tuggle and Company, Corpus, 800-288-4453. I'm down on the farms, Larry Marble, here at the kitchen table with my friend R.D. from D&D Farm and Ranch. R.D., I need a squeeze chute, and I understand you can hook me up.
Well, yes, sir. We got a fully manual squeeze chute here. It's built well and tough. I'd say Texas tough even. We ordered too many of them, so we're now putting them on special for you. Normally these chutes would go for $6,000. For any customer that mentions this ad today, we're going to cut that price down to $4,500 for you.
And that's the Maverick Squeeze Chute, D&D's brand. RD's the man to contact. RD, tell them how to get a hold of you.
Reach me here at the office at 830-379-7340. My extension is 161.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. We'll begin with the National Pork Carcass Cutout value, up 176 in Tuesday's report at $3.15. Federal slaughter, 977,000 head for the week through Tuesday. That's 25,000 head more than last week's pace and about 21,000 head above the same week last year. Neighbor, as we move down toward the cattle side of the equation, wholesale box prices, 212 higher on the choice, 97 weaker in the select. That widened the choice select spread to 33.90. It's widened for about the last 5 days. USDA's weekly slaughter, 256,000 head through Tuesday compared to 355,000 last week and 238,000 during the same week last year. As we look toward the bids and offers, they're capped at $145.50 and ask stayed firm at $145 and $146. USDA confirms some $146 trade in the western corn belt. Neighbor, there's your meat moves for yesterday. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, how did we sell cattle in Fredericksburg?
It went good, Larry. We ended up with about 1,100. Market was steady all the way through compared to last week. It looked like everybody jumped in there and wanted a few cattle. So with that October market that we've been kind of battling with the health issues on some of these calves, it looked like there's a little more positiveness today. So we got along pretty good on the calf end, and on the cow end, it's about steady to last week. Sold some bulls up to 95 cents, and some of those better higher yielding cows up to 72 cents. And then on those heifers that we had, I thought we got along pretty good on them. They bring anywhere from 1,400 to 1,800. I thought that was pretty good. Pairs bring about 2,500, so I thought we got along good on the Brahman cattle that we sold here today.
Good. What are you anticipating for sheep and goats and cattle next week in Fredericksburg?
I think we'd get something like we've been running on the sheep and goat end, somewhere between that 3 and 4, and on the cattle end, kind of the same, somewhere around that 1,000, maybe a few more.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, Pipe, steel, and fencing, pipemovers.com. We're on the line with Cousin Brian Linsman from Seguin Cattle Company. He finally found his glasses. Don't know where he left them, but Brian, now take it easy. Read real slow and tell us how the sale was.
Well, you know what old granddad said. Oh, Larry, ended up with 955 head today. On the good quality cattle, the market is steady. You get to those plainer cattle, and I mean, they dropped the hammer on them this week. If there's just so many cattle moving, they don't want these number 1 and 3/4, 2.5. So, I mean, they'll buy the good ones, but just kind of shy away from the plain ones. And those 2 to 3 weights, $1.27, 205, 3 to 4 weights, $1.25 to $1.79, 4 to 5 weights, $1.21 to $1.72, 5 to 6 weights, $1.09 to $1.44, 6 to 7 weights, $1.09 to $1.40, and 7 to 8 weights, $1.05 to $1.37. On the heifer mates, 2 to 3 weights, $94 to $1.41, 3 to 4 weights, $1.08 to $1.61, 4 to 5 weights, $1.10 to $1.65, 5 to 6 weights, $1 to $1.41, and 6 to 7 weights, $1.03 to $1.36. And like I said, you go on that top end of the market, and if they're playing, I mean, you can take it easy, $20-$30 off of them. So that's where we were on the calf market, cow market. I'd call it another 2 to 3 softer, maybe a little bit more on those Shelly cows. The top end of the cows bring 80 cents today. Had a few palpated cows up to 1,000. Just had a couple of pairs that we sent back home to the country, and they only brought up 650, and top end of the bulls only brought 85. So, you know, that cow market, bull market, it's under pressure. It's October, and they're pulling cows out of the mountain. It's going to be like this for a while. So that's where we are.
Tell us how to get a hold of you for next week's sale.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone at 830-305-0652.
Brian, we appreciate it. You can take your glasses off now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting the whole world know this.
Hey, that's my job.
That's your job.
Bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, here's a quick reminder about a farm ranch estate auction with consignments coming up Saturday, October the 15th, 9 a.m., Lutz Auction Service. Go to their website and see the full listing. Call 830-931-4312. Auction location, 14,156 East Loop, 1604 South. The house is right behind the Lighthouse Sit-Go convenience store near Elmendorf. Items like a Cutout CK 2017 tractor with a loader, a Ford 3930 tractor needs a little work. How about a John Deere 820, a Mahindra 2538, a Craftsman riding lawnmower, chain hoist, power tools, spools of rope, dump trucks, pickup trucks. There's even a Crown Vic. For more information, call Dwayne at 830-931-4312 or Bud Box at 210-275-7558 or go to lutzauction.com. Neighbor sale site, 14156 East Loop, 1604 South. House is right behind the Lighthouse Sit-Go convenience store. Go to auctionzip.com and click Hit Map and follow the directions. We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen. Kelly, how was the sale?
I had a good sale, Larry. Ended up with 452 head of cattle. Market was sure some cheaper, though, which we were kind of expecting. You know, those packer cows and bulls were probably, $6 to $7 cheaper than what they were last week. I guess 71 on the best cow today, kind of low to mid-90s on the best bull. And then on the calf and yearling side of things, just a lot of pressure on these light cattle. They were sure, probably $7, $8 cheaper than what they were last week. Just no place to go with them other than feed. Nothing a good rain wouldn't fix, but sure some pressure on those light calves. Heavier calves probably not off as much as the lighter end, but they were still off some, probably $4 to $5 on the heavier calves, lower this week. But anyway, it just like I said, nothing a rain wouldn't fix. We just sure need some moisture around, get some of this wheat and oats and some of this stuff going, and that fix a lot of things.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next week's sale.
Call us there at the office, 830-334-3653. My mobile number is 334-1047, or look us up on the website. That's PearsallLivestock.com.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm down on the farm's Larry Marble. We're here at the kitchen table with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, I understand you've got great things going on in your ropes and roping department.
Yes, sir. So, Larry, we carry Preferred, Shoot Help, and WW roping equipment, and we have way too much here. All of your listeners get a 10% off special on roping chute, lead-ups, and arena panels while supplies last.
Down on the farm, listeners, while supplies last, you get the discount. Give Stephen a call. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you at D&D.
Just give me a shout at 830-379-7340, extension 160.
We're on the line with Jim Wheeler, Atlas Coast Livestock, Pleasanton. We had a sale on Tuesday. Jim, how did it go?
Well, the plainer cattle got a little bit cheaper, but the better cattle kind of held up.
Well, good. Walk the pins with it.
All right, ended up with 488 head, 217 were steers, 158 heifers, 88 cows, and 14 bulls. Steer side 2 to 3 weights, $1.30 to $1.87. Heifers were $1.20 to $1.50. 3 to 4 weight steers, $1.25 to $1.70. Heifers were $1.20 to $1.45. 4 to 5 weight steers, $1.30 to $1.65. Heifers were $1.15 to $1.45. 5 to 6 weight steers, $1.20 to $1.58. Heifers were $1.10 to $1.43. 6 7 weight steers, $1.15 to $1.48. Heifers were $1 to $1.35. 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.10 to $1.30. Heifers were $90 to $1.20. 8 to 9 weight steers, $90 to $1.20, and the heifers were $70 to $1.10 yesterday.
What'd they have on the cows?
132, $6 off from last week. Best packer cow brought 73.5. Best bull brought 92.50. Bred cows sold anywhere from 500 to 1050, and we had one little Corriente pair brought $450.
Well, tell us how folks can get a hold of you for next week's sale in Pleasanton.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
Jim, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you the night before the sale.
Thank you, sir.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We are on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange Uvalde. Klein, how did the sheep and goats sell?
Went pretty well. We had right at 500 head. Kind of 10 to 15 cents better across the board pretty much. Didn't have many lambs to pick from this week, but everything else is pretty good. I thought the heavy lambs, $1.10 to $1.60. The light lambs, $1.50 to $2. Fat ewes were $60 to $1.30, and the thin packer ewes, $45 to $85. Packer nannies, $90 to $1.45, and those fat Spanish nannies, $1.10 to $1.65, and the soccer nannies, $1.65 to $2.30 on a few of those that are better ones. Those good cabritos yesterday, $2.50 to $3.50, and those lightweights were $2.25 all up to $4, and the billies were $1.65 to $2. So pretty good little market there yesterday.
How about the cattle sale? How's it shaping up?
Got about 550 standing here on the yard this evening. Got about 130 cows. Got about 60 of those palpate in the morning. Got a few more coming. Got some really outstanding calves again this week. So got a few younger cows in the mix, some Brangus cows that are here. So we're going to get them all worked up in the morning, and should have a little bit of everything for everybody.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Klein.
Call us at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Y'all have a good sale, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night.
Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The location in High. Call Keno at 830-868-0200. That's PMI High. We are on the line with Chris Carter down Karnes County way with Karnes County Livestock Exchange. Chris, we always begin by thanking the folks that do business with us each week.
Yes, sir, Larry. We do want to thank all of you for your consignments. Last week, we ended up with 601 head of cattle, and the market was cheaper. Again, the market was much cheaper on all classes of cattle.
Tell everybody how they sold.
Number 1 steers, 2 to 3 weight, 156 to 185. 3 and 4s, 134 to 180. 4 and 5 weights, 134 to 167. 5 and 6s, 128 to 145. 6 and 7s, 132 to 153. And the 7 8 weights, 127 to 143. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, 119 to 145. 3 and 4s, 131 to 160. 4 and 5 weights, 130 to 158. 5 and 6s, 125 to 138. 6 and 7s, 117 to 143. We had 4 packer bulls last week. High yielding was 87 up to 90, and medium 80 to 85. 92 packer cows. High yielding was 70 up to 77, medium 51 to 68, and the low end 13 to 25 cents. Only had 3 bred cows last week. The better one brought 1,010, and the planter ones were between like $600 and $900. I'm sorry. We had 3 pair. Better ones brought 11 1/4 up to 1,300, and the planter one was 860.
What do you got under the barn for this week's sale, Chris?
Well, at the present time, we've already equaled what we had last week with a total of 600 head checked in right now, and we're looking for about 850 come sale time. The market is cheaper, but it's past dry again, so we've got a lot of cattle coming to town. In our count right now, we've got 70 Packer cows and bulls, 1 pair, 1 to be palpated, and the rest are yearlings. We've also got a few really good strings of about 40 to 60 head of good cut steers and heifers.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Chris.
If you got any questions, please call Wetland Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
Maybe here's a shotgun look at the grains. Corpus Milo, $13.98. Corpus Corn, $8.73. Houston Wheat, $10.90. Houston Beans, $13.81. Texas Cotton, $85.92. Average price, no bales sold. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. Good day to you.